All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Epic Sports Radio. Sorry about that little glitch that we had a little bit earlier. We started 4 minutes late. I do apologize for that. Xfinity is bothering me a little bit, and I don't know how to turn that off. Because every time I open up my computer, it goes directly to that internet. That's not my internet, and it's slower. We're going to have to plug that in on the computer. Looks like we got 17% on the computers, though. We're going to plug that in here real quick.
What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube?
What's up, Facebook?
What's up, Facebook over
That's
here?
not Facebook. That's YouTube. Facebook over there. What's up? What's up over here? So go ahead and ask us your questions, anything sports. But I will say this. Today, we are going to be talking about... should Olympic athletes have to pay taxes on their winnings? That is going to be the question here that we're going to get on. And but first, we got a couple of things. Let everybody know you could follow us Twitter, Epic News Sports, Facebook, Epic News Sports. If you'd follow that page right now, I'm for all you people watching on Facebook over here on the YouTube land. If you could go to our Facebook and like the page, because I'm trying to build up the audience there. So when we do go over there and we stream live, people will be watching it there, and instead of on our regular Facebook, build up the audience.
So how are you today, sir?
I fell asleep, man. I fell asleep.
He's doing the after sleep zombie walk.
I was up for 21 and a half hours yesterday, and then I went out and I was helping a friend of mine film a music video. Well, let's just say we did get some of it done, but not quite all of it.
Hi, Jen Elizabeth. I see you. So
yeah, it was all right, but. I want to give a shout out to Geek University. You guys need to go check them out on Facebook, Geek University or geekuniversity.com. And say what's up to David.
The dude is here.
The dude. What's up, dude? The dude. And give a shout out to my Sooners right here. College.
Daily down with the horns.
College football is getting ready to start. Hey, David. With Geek University in Laurie, if I say your name wrong, Laurie, I do apologize. They're in Oregon. I don't know if they're Oregon Duck fans or even if they're college football fans. But anyway, for all you Longhorn lovers, down with the horns, my daily mantra. So, a few things going on with the Olympics before we get into this whole should they pay taxes. Yulia Efimov, she's a little upset with the Olympic Committee and whatnot because she believes that she should have a second chance to swim in the Olympics.
So does everybody.
The reason is she was caught taking anabolic steroids and was suspended 16 months in 2013. So, she's saying, well, Michael Phelps got a second chance, and Lily King, American athlete, she has the belief that, that if you're caught doping, you should never get to play in the Olympics.
If you're dumb enough to get caught, I guess you should be out.
Here's the thing about cheating. If you knowingly cheat, I kind of agree with that statement, but I do believe in second chances. But here's what I don't believe with Yulia. And here's the thing. Here's a quote from her. She goes, when she was asked about that, she goes, then what about Michael Phelps, the marijuana scandal? Also, she took anabolic steroids. Michael Phelps smoked a little weed.
And he didn't do it. He did it off season.
Yeah. So... and again, we could talk all day about weed and marijuana and whatnot. I have not known any sport there's only one sport that I know of on the face of this planet to where smoking weed will give you an advantage. What is that?
Was that eating?
The hot dog eating contest.
Kobayashi.
Yeah. Now, you smoke a couple blunts before that, then you're gonna.
Right.
But anabolic steroids. That's one thing. And here's what she says about that. This is Yulia saying this, the one who's complaining about this. She goes, "I'm of course not for doping, and I have never done it on purpose." Well,
wait a minute.
Here's the thing about anabolic steroids.
I call it bullcrap.
You either can rub them into your elbows, knees,
right,
whatnot. You can inject them in your thigh, your butt, your arm.
Correct.
You can take pills.
How do you not knowingly?
The only way that she would not know is if she was passed out drunk and someone, shot her up or, but she knew. I call bullcrap on that, like you just said. And she also said, but I know very many cases in which people do it out of not knowing it or out of stupidity or
stupidity, yes.
Naivete, if I'm saying the word right, Naivete, naivete. Now, what this word is basically, by the dictionary terms, is lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment.
You were dumb to start with to try it out if you didn't know what the heck it was.
Yeah.
And 99% of the world knows what anabolic steroids is when it comes to that. I want to welcome Christopher Wynell and Sean Silva and
What's up?
Chad Beals. What's up?
Well, and here's the deal, too, about steroids. Most of the time, an athlete will inject a steroid, and I'll tell you why. And it'll be an oil-based steroid, like, Equipoise, Sustanon 250, something like that.
Right.
Because it stays in your system a lot longer. So you only have to take a shot. Like when I did them, I took a shot every Monday. Every Monday morning, so 7 days, I took a shot. And, of course, you could pyramid them with other things like that. So for you to say that you didn't know, you're full of crap. So anyway, so enough about her. And here's another thing with Hope Solo. Hope Solo's back in the news. She's a freaking cryback. And she's pissed off because they lost today. And, she's the goalie. Okay?
One of the most important things they teach you in sports from knee-high to a grasshopper is how to lose.
I want to meet someone knee-high to a grasshopper because that's either a big freaking grasshopper or a little tiny dude.
Oh, yeah. But all I'm saying is they try to teach you in the little leagues, they teach you how to lose.
Sportsmanship.
You go after the game, 2, 4, 6,
well,
8,
unless you're good.
Well,
because when I was in Little League, we went undefeated. So
no, I know, but if you lost, they do the whole 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate? And you say the other team's name, and then you go on a line and you slap each other's hands and all that stuff. I mean, there's different variations.
Right.
But still, I mean, they teach you how. So when you
what, that reminds me of a story. We won, and I saw a guy crying one time, and we were going to get pizza, and I looked at him, I go, looks like there's going to be ants in your pizza. And I remember that as a kid, and that was kind of mean, but my bad. But yeah, I mean, she says, and this is a quote from this woman, she said, and she said many other things before that, but she goes, I also think we played a bunch of cowards, but, the best team did not win today. I firmly believe that. I think you saw America's heart. You saw us give everything that we had today. Unfortunately, the better team didn't win, end quote.
And that's fine if you believe that, like we said,
no,
you have a bad day.
That's not fine. On the, I think we played a bunch of cowards. That's not fine.
That's not fine.
The other parts, yes.
Yes, we didn't have our best showing. We didn't put our best out there today. Okay, that's fine. But all the other stuff is bitterness. That's all it is. It's crybaby and bitterness. That's all.
And here's why she's bitter. The coach for the other team, and when she was asked to elaborate on what she meant by cowards, to kind of, when someone asks you that, what she meant, and that's the media's way of
luring you in.
No, that's the media's way of giving you a second chance to redeem yourself, basically, to kind of say, I didn't mean that, or that's not what I might have said that, but that's not what I mean. But here, she said, the sweetest coach She goes, unfortunately, the better team didn't win. Okay, so let me get this straight here. Solo referenced Pia Sundhage, the Swedish coach who formerly coached the United States and won the 2 Olympic gold medals. So she kept saying that they were cowards. I don't know how they were. Hey, call me what you want. I won.
Yeah, we won. You can call me anything
you
want.
know what's a coward? Hope. You're a freaking coward because you had domestic abuse problems last year, and you were on our show last year. You weren't on our show. You were a subject matter on our show when you had domestic violence issues with, I believe it was your sister. So a coward beats up on another person. So Hope Solo, shut the pie hole,
right?
And suck it up, take your lumps, and if you know what you lost, you're the freaking goalie. So
right. And we'll use the old adage that you use from the Pee Wee leagues. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me.
That's bullcrap because names do hurt.
Well, yes, okay, but I'm saying just you blow it off.
You call your girlfriend. I got 2 words for you. A-B. The second and third letter in the alphabet. You call her one of those, those will hurt.
Okay, but I'm saying in this case, the other team won, so they're just
Amy Harris just joined. What's up, Amy?
They're letting whatever the other team says or Hope Solo roll off their backs.
All right, enough about Hope. Who cares?
Hey, Zach Prusik, welcome, sir.
Hey, Zach. If I didn't dream that, because I don't know if I dreamed it on Facebook or whatnot. I believe a family member of yours just had a baby. So if so, congratulations. If not, then I apologize for being stupid. But anyway, so let's dive into the meat of what the subject matter is. Subject matter is I'm going to ask you this, Sean. I'm going to ask kind of a couple people in our audience over here. Do you think? I'm going to ask you first. Do you think that we'll just go with America right now? Do you think American Olympic athletes should pay taxes on their winnings? Yes or no?
No.
No. All right. What do you think? Do you think athletes should be taxed on their winnings? No.
Anybody on Facebook, on either Facebook or YouTube?
Hey, Amy. Hey, what's up, Amy?
You guys can answer that too if you like, or give you your thoughts.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. Now, and one more little quick thing is the medal count. As of this morning, the medal count, the USA won 5 more medals, so I had to update that. So the medal count for USA is 43. They have 16 gold, 12 silver. They won 5 medals today. They were all bronze. So, you know what?
Well.
Yeah, I'll take a medal's a medal. I mean, you can't really piss and moan about it, but you know what? I don't want a bronze one. So.
Yeah, $3.
$3 medal. Yeah. So,
I want the $500-something one.
Now, the Chinese people, they are 36. They have 36 total medals as of at the time I put this on. So Michael Phelps so far with 4 medals. Can he make it a perfect 5? Now here's the thing. This is why I kind of said that with the Michael Phelps thing and repeated myself of yesterday. When you win a gold medal, you get $25,000. The USA gives $25,000.
Wow.
$15,000 for a silver, $10,000 for a bronze. Now dig this, people. There are some other countries, and there was one of them that's on the Russian border. It's a name about 50 letters long. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. Anyway, they give their athletes $510,000, and other countries give up to that.
Yeah, but what is that in American dollars?
Who cares? I mean, over there it's a lot. I don't know what it is. I didn't.
I was just curious because that's the way we would understand it over here. If it was, if it was 12,500 or
right
comparable to what we give.
I don't care. So anyway, Phelps could earn over $100,000 just in the medals that he earned. So, but honestly, that does not come close to the endorsement deals that he could get. Now he could get better endorsement deals, better than Kevin Durant, better than Serena Williams.
He already has endorsement deals, and this is just
Michael.
This is just going to make it better.
Michael, I got an endorsement deal for you. If you listen to this, and I'm going to tweet you here in a minute. Get on a dispensary. You like to smoke weed? Get on a dispensary endorsement. That might ruffle a few feathers. You got right here on Highway 50. You've got Tommy Chong endorsing a few things. But hey, get on a freaking weed dispensary. I'm sure they'll give you all the weed you want to smoke. So, but no, he has Subway. Subway, they need to change their model. Eat fresh. No, they need to eat carnauba wax because that's what they put in their. Bread.
I think with his endorsement deals, I think there was something said about his endorsement deals bring him anywhere from 10 to 15 million a year, as it is right now. So he's just going to get more endorsers. Well,
I guarantee you, he's going to get. Forget Nike, forget Adidas. I think Under Armour is going to go for him because Steph Curry, Nike kind of. Went towards Steph Curry, but they kind of insulted him with it. But Under Armour said, "Hey man, we got your back." But so should Michael Phelps pay taxes on $100,000?
No.
So we'll just say have to pay. We'll just use the simple math: 10%. So 10% of $100,000 is $10,000 taxes. We'll just use that as a simple number. Okay, now here's the funny thing too. Even the athletes' medals that they win are taxable, but they are taxable before they win, not after they win, because a medal's sitting over here, and Sean, you and I compete. You win the gold in bench press, and I win, the silver in bench press.
Right.
So this medal, gold medal, $600, right?
Okay.
But if you win it, you're a popular athlete, then all of a sudden this medal is worth thousands and thousands of dollars. So they can't tax you. And the reason why that the medals go up is because it's the story behind the medal. It's not the medal itself, it's the story behind the medal. So Michael Phelps' medal is going to fetch more than we talked about that yesterday. But here's the deal. The United States of America imposes tax on worldwide income of all their citizens, not just athletes. So if I went over to Australia and I'm over there for, we'll just say 6 months, and I go over there and I shoot a movie and I make $100,000, the United States of America is going to charge me what I made over in Australia.
I honestly think I understand it applies to all people, all citizens, whatever they do, whether they're athletes or not. But I think Olympic athletes should be set apart from that. Yeah, because they're representing our country in the Olympic Games.
Well, first off, I think Uncle Sam, you just need to
get your hands out of there.
Uncle Sam needs to smoke a joint because you know what? You need to kind of chill out and quit trying to take everybody's money for every little thing.
I mean, how many people do we have in the Olympics? American athletes, what 50?
Oh God, more than that.
So let's say. Over all of them, they tax them on everything.
No, we're talking a couple hundred.
But I'm saying the ones that win medals.
Oh, all the medals.
You tax them on each of that. You tax them on each 25,000 every time. How much money do you think the government's raking in off taxes? That's crazy.
A lot. So here's the deal: all prize money, all bonus money, all endorsements will be taxable in the U.S. So I can go to a third world country. And if you think of this, just to be stupid for a second, if I want to go to the Philippines,
right?
And I used to live in the Philippines. If I want to go to the Philippines and I go there for 6 months and I'm working over there and I'm digging ditches and I'm making money, they're going to want to tax me on that.
No,
they're freaking money hungry.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
The games aren't even in America; they're in Rio.
Exactly.
Non-taxable area.
Nah, well,
it shouldn't be taxable outside the U.S.
I looked in the tax rules. I talked to a tax person today, and they were all craziness talking to me about all this stuff. And here's what they told me. But ... most athletes who earn medals won't have to pay taxes on money earned, and here is why. If an athlete treats their participation in the Olympics as a business-related expense, therefore, it is deductible.
A write-off.
It is a write-off. So people like Michael Phelps, yes.
He writes it
people
off.
Like, your bigger... I don't even think the basketball people's people will do that. But let's say like a swimmer or a gymnast or a 14-year-old gymnast, no. So if you're going over there and they go, oh, that's a hobby of mine, or that's what I do, or that's what I like to do, then they will tax you on that. But people will just use Michael Phelps. He will use all of that. I'm talking people value of prizes, training expenses, travel, coaches, equipment.
No.
Everything.
Right. I mean, it sounds like he can write all that off. Now, his endorsement deals, that's another animal. He's gonna pay taxes on that. So if he makes $15 million a year, he's
no. That's here. I'm talking about all that other stuff.
Right.
But now here's the funny thing too. What happens if Rio and we're saying forget and they have their own brand of something that they want Michael Phelps. Is America going to tax them on that?
That's what I was just thinking. I was thinking if another country or sitting in another country has a product and they want Michael Phelps to endorse it, how does that work?
Exactly.
He's getting paid from them. How is the American government taxing it?
Right. So, and here's the thing too. America likes to applaud the rich and applaud the big man and applaud the big name. So what happens, maybe they go, okay, the big name people don't have to pay taxes, but all you little people, yes, you do.
Yeah, that's not right either.
Maybe America might say, yes, we're going to make them pay taxes, but in the back room, they're like, we don't really mean that. You guys don't have, but don't tell anybody that you're not paying taxes.
Well, right. That could be going on.
It's kind of like I've done this to my daughter, man. I've taken her to the back room a couple times, to when I was with her mom, and just to shut her mom up. She thought I disciplined her, and my daughter and I was in the back just kind of jacking around.
So they're making the appearance look like, oh yeah, they're paying taxes, but in the back room they're like, telling their agents, don't worry about it. It's good.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Olympics happen every 4 years. You are representing your country, whether it's America, Australia, Japan, whatever. You're representing their company is their country for that little brief time. They should treat the athletes like freaking royalty, man. They should treat them like royalty. They should give. I think that if you're an American athlete and you go to the Olympics, I think America should foot the bill. I think they say, hey, man, we got your plane ticket. We got your. I
thought that was already a given.
No.
Oh
no, not for everybody. No.
So, but
your endorsements, your like you go talk to one of these gymnasts, and no, it's not. They don't treat them like royalty. They should give them carte blanche. And you know what America should do on top of that? First off, I think that they should just do a lot more for them. The taxes shouldn't even be
really every 2 years we have Olympics because. 2 years ago was the Winter Olympics.
Well, I'm
and
talking
2 more years we're gonna have Winter Olympics. So every 2 years we got Olympics.
All right. Well, how many years is it going to be to the next Summer Olympics?
Well, it'll be 4.
Okay. So how many?
So
if you want me to break it down, I'll say 2 boxes. The Olympics happen in your prospective sport.
Right.
Summer Olympics every 4 years. Winter Olympics every 4 years. So.
But in a person looking at it, it looks like every 2 years there's something happening because you got these 2 years.
Doesn't matter. If it's every 2 years, I don't care. You shouldn't get taxed on.
No.
If you go do something in another country, that's why people put their money in
offshore
accounts.
Tax free.
Yeah, dude, freaking America.
In trusts.
The government is greedy on taxes, man. They want to tax you on everything.
That's why trusts are a big thing right now because the government can't touch it. Once you create your business trust.
Well, don't explain it too much. You might get a phone call from Uncle Sam going, "Oh, really, Sean?"
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
So, but yeah, I mean, they should receive preferential treatment, and also too, man, when they get back. They ought to have a big freaking party for them. They need to go, okay, you guys come back, chill out. And next month, we're all going to meet in Vegas. And we're going to, they should just rent out a whole 2 or 3 floors in a Vegas hotel and meet all the athletes there and have a big party for them, man.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
No, they're not going to do that.
That's going out of their way. It's too much for them. They can't help themselves. They just want the money from taxes, and that's it.
So I don't have any questions over here yet. Nothing here.
I see a couple more people come on. We have Michelle Proctor. What's up, sis?
Procter and Gamble.
We have Cesar Calderon and Richard Contreras. And
all hail Caesar.
Jarrell. What's up, guys? Guys and gals, thank you for tuning in.
All right, we got a few more minutes here. So we got about 6 minutes. When I hear 6 minutes, what do you think of?
Dougie Fresh.
Yeah, 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on.
Oh my God! How many times I hear that 6 minutes? I'm like, somewhere, someone's playing that song every time that comes.
Or I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. So you know what? I got an Olympic sport for you. You could do this in the winter or summer.
What is it?
They should have a room. Kind of like World Series of Poker, when you get down to the competition, they should have a nice little encased room.
Right.
And they should have little side rooms where people can get ready. They should have a food eating contest. Pick whatever food that you want. And they should allow, and then supply all the weed to all the competitors that you want. And get all that indica. And I tell you what, Jamaica will do good in it.
Well, yeah, the bobsledders will be awesome.
Kobayashi will do, but no, they should have a food eating contest and let you smoke some weed. And the reason why I talk about weed a lot on the show is because I know that it just irritates a lot of people. And kind of like what Donald Trump's doing, he says some stuff that pisses people off, but they start talking about it, and he's like, I'm going to call you out, Timothy Beale, on here. He put a deal up yesterday, back and forth. He called Donald Trump a terrorist, and so I kind of got into it with a little bit. I said, do you know what a terrorist is? And then, because he's like all for Hillary, I'm like, well, let's talk about what she did on Benghazi. And then he's like, then he made a statement, and then I just stopped the conversation. I didn't even look because a couple other people I just stopped it because I was in the military, and when the Benghazi thing happened, those are my brothers, man. Even though I didn't know them, I never met them. They're military, but I don't care if you're Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marine, you're Coast Guard, you're whatever, man. So I kind of, and I told him, I said, you know why Donald Trump says some of the stuff he does? Because he's smart. He knows that you guys are going to get mad. He knows he's going to rattle your cage, and he knows that you're going to talk about it. So is that Michael or Michelle?
It's Michelle. She says, what do you think about?
What do we think about?
The 49ers not being favored in any of their games.
Michelle, are you a 40 Whiner fan?
No, she's not. She is. Actually, you would love Michelle because she's a Sooner fan.
Ah!
I do. She's OU all the way.
Right here, Michelle.
Her and her husband, Chris. And she's a Cowboy fan.
All right. Well, you're a Cowgirl fan.
I'm a Cowgirl fan.
So what do I think about them not being
She's
favored?
saying this to poke fun at me because she knows one of my teams is the 49ers.
40 Whiners? Yeah.
The jury's out on the 49ers. I have to wait and see what happens.
What do I think about them? Well, I think that they shouldn't be favored because they're not that good.
No, they have. They're going to have to really show something to be favored in anything anytime soon. My Raiders, on the other hand, have a possibility of winning 11 games.
Possibly. But
speaking about sports,
no, I'm going to ask you a question.
What's that?
Have you watched any of the dadgum Olympics yet?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I watched about 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes is good. It's better than nothing. What you watch?
I think it was the
replay
of some swimming.
It was a replay.
Yeah, it was a replay of some swimming. I was on my phone watching. I was like, I said when Glenn, my girl asked me, I said, when Glenn says, "Did you watch any?" I'm gonna say, "Yes, I watched 10 minutes."
All right. Well, so yeah, the Olympics, they're
oh yeah, she said, "Woohoo, go Sooners!"
There you go, Boomer Sooner, baby.
One of his opening mantras for the show is, Boomer Sooner, down with the horns.
Yeah.
Every day.
Hey,
every time.
Michelle, you let all your if you know any Texas Longhorn fans, let them know that I have a bet for them for Bedlam, and we'll talk about that next show. But we got a couple minutes here.
Should I tell everybody about the
Scott Bischoff, the fantasy?
The fantasy.
Your fantasy or football fantasy?
Well, no. About our league.
Oh, the league. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so
you got 30 seconds.
We have Epic Sports Radio on NFL.com. Epic Sports Radio. The password is football. If you would like to know more about the football, the fantasy league, You can email me at epicmediagroup2@gmail.com. That's epicmediagroup2@gmail.com. We have room for 12 teams. So the first 12 people, 10 more teams because there's me and him. So
Him and I.
Him and I. So the next 10 people who email me will get the invitation.
All right. So it's the weekend. We are going to do something, some stuff for the weekend. Don't know what yet. We might just do it stream on Facebook somewhere. But I hope everyone has a good weekend. Watch the Olympics. Well, we got
California.
We got a call, but anyway, so we're done. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Let us know what you think about these 30-minute shows. If you like them, it's just kind of a little a tidbit of things.
Call it sports and more. Epic 30 sports and more.
So Scott Bischoff says, "Go Raiders." You're absolutely right, brother. But hey, thank you Facebook over here. Thank you for our listeners there. Thank you Facebook. We'll be back over the weekend. You guys have fun. Be safe out there. Peace out.